Yeah. And then in terms of like, if I want to like really address this, because I know in the schedule that you sent me, which was the 6 month schedule, it's like everything's untimed in the beginning. I am nervous that like I'm not, because I did take another, I did a conditional sequencing problem today, and it took me 9 minutes, which is still like over the thing. So how
Well, hold up a
frequently should?
second. 9 minutes when your average is 8:45, right? So we're talking about 15 seconds here.
Yeah, but I didn't get time to like go back and check my work. It was like I barely finished at 9 minutes. So if I'm taking the test, I could imagine that taking me more like 10 minutes because I am not a great test taker. So I am really worried about the factor of time. So just do you have any recommendations in terms of things that I could factor into the course schedule in addition to watching the lesson videos and following with the daily routines? Like how can I add time things into there? Should I do time to prep test, time sections? Yeah,
Great
I don't
questions.
know.
First, I want to stick on the timing individual games though, because I never recommend timing individual games.
Okay.
8:45 is only an average.
All
So
right.
some games will be easier and ideally will take 6 minutes. Once you really work at that game type, it's a place to get to. The other
Yeah.
thing is some games will take longer. Some games can take 10, 11, 12 minutes because they're hard.
Yeah.
Conditional sequencing is harder than regular sequencing. So it's natural that it might take a little bit longer than 8:45. That being said, of course, you do want to ideally have time to check over things if necessary. And you always want to improve timing to whatever extent you can. And the very simple way to do that is to add in some timed logic game sections. I don't have you do timed exams until later in the process because why take a timed exam including reading comp when you haven't touched reading comp yet or haven't
Yeah.
learned enough about reading comp to build that foundation? But once you've covered games with broad strokes covering the major types, then of course you could add in timed logic game sections, and I have that in the schedule as well. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them, and feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.